week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti. My guests this evening are Abigail and Aiden, who are involved with the Old Saybrook High School musical. Guys, welcome. How are we?
I'm pretty good. How about you, Pete?
Good. Good to see you. Aiden, how are you?
Pretty well.
Pretty well?
Yeah.
So, Abigail, it's strange having you on this side of the camera with me. Usually you're behind the scenes with me. But
I know, it feels so weird to be right.
I was going to say, doesn't it feel weird to be sitting about 3 inches from Pete Mezzetti?
Oh my
It's like
gosh,
usually
what a privilege.
you're in the other room, or you're on the other side of the camera. But you actually approached me a while back. You're like, "Hey, the musical's coming up, and I want to be on with you." I said,
did say
"Okay,
that.
sure, why not?" So, guys, tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you got involved with the musical. Aiden, we're going to start with you.
So I've been involved with the music program a lot at Old Saybrook High School.
Okay.
I've always really had an interest in the music program, and it really came down to like my chorus teacher, Mr. Milton. He really has been nagging on me to join the musical, especially with like my singing abilities. And he understood that like acting wasn't necessarily always a strong suit for me, but he really liked my singing voice, wanted me to come join the musical, and I think eventually he just got to me, He very persuasive.
Very persuasive. Okay.
Very persuasive.
All right. And how about you there, miss?
Well, I started when I was in 8th grade, and everyone was on stage doing their thing, and I was doing the soundboard in the back.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I have enough talent to do that. So I thought. So I joined in my freshman year, and I've done it every single year since. So I've definitely was the super shy kid. So now I'm kind of like, I'm going to be on the Pete Mezzetti Show, and I'm going to do it well.
That's right. There you go. And hey, here we are.
Here I am.
There you go. Here we are. So tell us, Aiden, what role do you play in the musical?
So I play Warner Huntington the third.
Okay.
Always got to remember the third. He is a very preppy, kind of obnoxious character.
Okay.
That kind of plays like the bad boyfriend, kind of cocky
The villain.
person. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
The villain of the story.
Okay.
And that's basically it. He's.
Yep. I mean.
And what do you play?
Well. I am Kate, who is just one of the sorority girls, and she's kind of like this nerd who's like, Elle, you can't go to college, which, by the way, I don't even think we mentioned that we're doing Legally Blonde, which is the musical that we're doing.
Right.
And I'm also the dance captain.
Okay.
Things.
Yeah, I'm not the dance captain. I don't dance.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have any dancing, actually.
I might have like a couple choreography moves.
Yeah. So everything is going to be choreographed.
Yes.
You might. All right. I'm not sure if that's a word, but
something along those lines.
It could be.
I guess it is tonight. So how are things been going with the rehearsal and play practice? Getting ready for the play.
I mean, it's definitely stressful a little bit. Timing wise, you always have to know how much of a commitment you're going to put into the musical. Mm-hmm. And it's usually a couple hours every day.
Yeah.
So you just kind of got to adjust to that. Especially the week leading up to the musical, which we're kind of in right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of commitment to being at the musical, and some of it's even just hanging out with the cast members, making sure you're going over it with them one last time. But it's also about building relationships with a lot of the people that you're there with. So.
Yes.
I mean, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, Tech Week is pretty stressful, which is what we call the week leading up to the show.
Okay.
But I mean, for the most part, the rehearsals have been going really well, and this is by far, from what I've seen in my past 4 years at doing this program, is that this has been by far the furthest we've ever come in a musical, with the musical deadline still approaching. Right. So we're definitely ahead of the game, And we can definitely make this like one of the best musicals from Old Saybrook High School because of that.
Absolutely. Now, tell us a little bit about the Legally Blonde and what it's about. Because I've heard of the movie, but I've never seen the movie.
How dare you?
I know. I'm never home, so.
Yeah. Well, Legally Blonde is about a girl who is in love with a guy. And the guy decides that he needs somebody more serious, quite literally.
Okay.
And so the guy is going to Harvard, and he breaks up with the girl. And the girl decides to chase him to Harvard to try to win him back.
Really?
And I don't know. I don't think I should spoil.
No,
Yeah.
don't spoil
No,
it.
don't
They have to
spoil
come
it.
watch the show.
Yeah,
I know, we gotta
see it.
watch it. So that's kind of like the conflict storyline.
Okay.
But I don't know if you want to add any more detail.
I
to
mean,
that.
it's just about a girl's journey through thinking that she needs to chase after the boy, and it's a very woman positive show.
Okay.
And it's a lot about how you don't need a man to succeed and stuff like that, and which is really good message to send to the kids. And
Right.
it's really just a fun show, and it's very entertaining.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, one of the most important parts of our interview tonight. When, where, and what time?
Do you want to tackle that question?
No, I'd rather let you handle
Okay.
it.
Go for it.
So they're going to be March 16th, 17th, and 18th
Okay.
at 7:30 at the high school, Old Saybrook High School.
Right.
Yeah, and they're $15 a ticket, and people can buy them online or at the door, and just show up, and hopefully you'll be able to get a ticket.
I was going to say, are tickets selling pretty quick?
We've sold a lot of tickets. We have a big auditorium though, so they might not sell
Yeah.
out, but maybe they will.
I've actually been in that auditorium
Yeah.
a couple times.
It's for the side of the school. It's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And I understand we're doing a raffle?
Yes.
What are we doing?
So FoodWorks donated a basket of like different goodies and that kind of fun stuff.
Oh, cool.
And we are providing a basket which will come with the T-shirt for the show, a sweatshirt from the show, and a signed poster from the cast. And
Really?
yeah, and
Cool.
all these the proceeds that we make from this stuff will go to Turkey through the Red Cross from all the disasters with the earthquakes and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And we did something similar to this last year.
Oh, cool.
So we really want to help and contribute to something bigger than ourselves.
Right.
And it's very important to us that we do something like that because we have the power to send a message, and through the musical we can do that, and which is really good.
Now, is this the first year you guys have done something like this? Or I know you've mentioned it, but
Yeah, we did it last year. We did it in the performance of Sister Act,
Okay.
and we did it for Ukraine to help with like.
That's right. Yeah.
And we actually like went into the audience during the middle of the show because it was all about like donating money to the church and that kind of stuff for
Right.
the musical, and we got the money for Ukraine. So
Nice.
yeah.
Did you guys made out pretty well?
Oh yeah,
Donating?
I don't remember how much. It was
That's
a
okay.
lot. It was a
good-
lot.
Good size amount?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about if people want to get involved in the theater, how hard,
yes.
how hard it is.
If you just show up, you don't need any talent, and you will be in it if you want to, or you can be behind stage.
Like Pete Mezzetti could walk in
You
and
literally, if you were a student though, if you were a
oh
student,
boy, no.
yeah, and there's so much participants. Like Aiden can probably talk more about like people who don't think that they can do it, or
Yeah.
are like,
All right.
I'm a sports kid, I can't do it. But we also have a lot of teachers from outside of Old Saybrook High School and
Really?
volunteers who come in and help with the show. Like our dance choreographer, she is actually a teacher at the elementary school. And we have in the pit, we have some Saybrook alums, which is super awesome. and we have our pianist Debbie, she's absolutely amazing, and she takes time from her schedule to come here and to play piano for us and make sure that this show can be the best it can be.
Yeah. No, it's definitely one of those things that where anybody can come in, anybody can join. We like to keep it very open, and you can kind of see that, and there's many different personalities. There's definitely quite a few groups that come through the musical. And I think especially with me, it was one of those things where I'm like a tri-sport athlete, so I do 3 sports. So I play sports pretty much year round. And it just happened this year that indoor track was one of those things where the season kind of ends a little bit early unless you're going to nationals, and I'm not quite there. So the musical just fits right in. It's right between the end of the winter season and the beginning of the spring season. And I mean, it's a great event, like a great thing to participate in a lot, because you're getting a lot more subjection to different groups, especially as you look to go on to college or even trade schools, look for jobs outside of school. You need to kind of widen your horizons a little bit on the different personalities that you're going to meet out in the world. And if you stick to like one sport and your friend group, you're not going to get very far.
No.
You definitely need to widen that. So I feel like by joining the musical, I definitely got to meet a lot more people that I'm really glad I met, a lot more friends. So
Now you said you play 3 sports. What are they?
Soccer, indoor track, and lacrosse. So the soccer team, Old Saybrook team, has been very successful.
Yes.
Yes. And I don't like to brag about it a lot, but I mean, it's fun being on a team that is as successful as it is.
I was gonna say I've seen your records.
Yeah. But that being said, also being on the Saybrook lacrosse team 2 years ago, you know, I've been on both teams, the winning side and the losing side, but looking upward for the lacrosse team.
Yeah.
So.
How you guys looking this year?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Looking okay.
Looking up.
All right.
Haven't seen the team yet because practice starts Saturday, but
okay.
Let's hope we get everybody to show up.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And how about you there? Sports?
Yes.
Yes.
Not as involved. Just in the spring, I do tennis.
Okay.
Which is very, very recreational at our school. Very. We are not competitive at all, but it's like some of the most fun times I've had. And I get to see some of the people from the drama program do tennis, and then I'm like, I already have this connection with you. Let's see what else you can do.
Exactly.
And it's really awesome. And
is it?
Unlike the sports champion over here, we're not very good, but the friendships that I make there is absolutely stunning, just like the program, yeah.
Exactly. So what else we want to tell everybody about the play? We got a bunch more time, but.
Well, one thing that we can talk about is the fact that, we can bring it up again how people can just join whoever they are, and it's a really welcoming and open environment, and people don't have to be as scared as they think they do to join something new and try something different, especially in Saybrook in the drama program, which is really, really something special. And I think we do take pride in the drama program that we have. So,
would you guys mind sticking around for another segment?
Of course.
All right, we'll be right back.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
And your words matter too.
Your words matter.
What you say in the hallways at school or in the student section at a game matters.
Words can be hurtful.
Words can be offensive.
Words can leave scars.
Words can also inspire.
Support and uplift.
You and your words.
Are they both important?
As a matter of fact, yes.
Community TV. your neighborhood TV.
Publicly funded and a reliable partner for cable companies nationwide, it provides transparent coverage of local and state government, education, and public programming.
A digital town green that can be watched anywhere, anytime, and on any device.
Watch us on today's high-tech distribution methods.
Community TV in Connecticut.
Local,
unfiltered,
reliable, and yours.
Welcome back to this week's edition of the Pete Mezzetti Show. I'm Pete Mezzetti, sitting here with Abigail and Aiden from the old Saybrook drama department at the high school. Guys, welcome back.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Hey, thanks for sticking around for
of course.
Another segment. Where else were you going to go?
Probably rehearsal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might.
I was going to say sooner than later.
Yeah.
So let's start the segment about talking about how people can get involved, even though if they have no talent.
Well, you don't have talent yet, as our chorus teacher would say.
Okay.
And everything, it's really just like what I did when I joined is I had a close group of friends that were like, you should do it, it'll be fun. And I'm like, but I don't like talking in front of people. How am I supposed to do that? And when I joined, I was like, okay, this is time to get out of my comfort zone, which is something that is very difficult to do. And it really changed who I was as a person. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to get involved, sometimes having another friend who can support you going through it, or sometimes if you're like, I want to make friends, maybe I'll go on stage, or I'm scared to join and be on stage, but maybe I want to work for the crew, or if I want to do tech and that kind of fun stuff. And it's really just a matter of having the guts to do it, and even if you don't have them, the ability to adapt to something new.
Cool. And what do you think?
I think especially for like younger kids, the upcoming freshmen, the freshmen this year, sophomores, it's good to get involved in as much stuff as possible coming up, because colleges are looking a lot at how much you do, what you do, and I feel like drama is one of those things where even if you're not on stage, the responsibilities that come along with making a drama, like a drama production, successful, they really correspond to a lot of like the necessary skills within work, like different job opportunities, and so like you're responsible for a lot when you're part of the drama program, no matter where you are. But it's also one of those things where you have a lot of people like next to you that are there to support you through it. Like Abby's been saying, a very open community that's just always ready to have your back. You're struggling with a couple lines, that happens a lot. And everybody's there to just kind of push you through it. Your people around you are whispering lines to you in your ear, and you're just like, darn, how'd I forget that one?
Exactly.
But no, it's lots of fun. Definitely good for just kind of joining as much stuff as possible. So.
Yeah, and one thing that's really special about the drama program is learning how to communicate, which is, even if you're backstage, learning how to communicate with like, oh, this needs to go on next. Let me tell the person next to me who is supposed to bring that on, or let me make sure that my friends get on stage when I get on stage at the right time, which is really good for, like we said before, colleges and stuff, but also good for just like yourself outside of the drama club, because even if you're in school, if you're at a job, if you're outside of school, really anything, it really comes down to communication, and learning how to communicate can be done through this drama program, which is super awesome and really important.
Since you guys have been doing rehearsal, have you guys remembered all your lines, or have you have you had one of those oops moments, like, what did I do?
As someone who only has 3 lines or 4 lines or whatever, no, but but the songs are very difficult to get in your head.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
A lot of the melodies are the same in the song, so they like repeat over and over again.
Yeah.
With different words.
Oh no!
and then you're like, so which part of the song am I in? What words am I singing? What
Right.
notes am I singing?
Yeah.
Gets a little confusing. No, I mean, I definitely have had a lot of line slips, but I feel like it's one of those things where we do a lot of repetition of all the different acts.
So it sort of like gets embedded in your head. It's like
exactly.
Now it's
Programmed
gonna,
in there.
It's starting to get to the point where it's almost coming natural. So
Second nature, yeah.
Absolutely. And as far as if people want tickets, where can they go?
Well,
Yes.
well, there's a bunch of different ways to get tickets,
Okay.
as in 3.
As in, okay.
Well, if you're a student at Old Saybrook High School, you can buy the tickets during lunch, which people who are watching this might not be.
Right.
But you can go to this website, which is Show for Tickets or something, or just go onto the Old Saybrook High School website.
Yep.
And there should be a link there to the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And or if you're hoping there's going to be a seat open, you can go to the door before the show starts and buy a ticket there. And you just might not be able to pick your seat, which is
That's okay because
A-okay.
That's okay because in the auditorium, which I've been in a couple times, there's not a bad seat in the house.
No.
Now, from the musical, you guys have a favorite song?
Oh, yeah.
you go first.
Well, my favorite song personally is the iconic Bend and Snap, which is from the movie, and
Okay.
it's so much fun.
Is it?
The dance, the whole vibe on stage when, like, because I'm in it,
Right.
which is like, it feels like a privilege and a half. And just to be there and sing that song, it's so much fun. And it makes me realize it's just one reason that I love theater is just being able to go on stage and then genuinely smile. Like sometimes you have to smile for the audience, but sometimes you smile for yourself. And that's
Right.
one of those moments, which is really amazing.
Jaden?
Yeah, I'm not on stage for that one, believe it or not. I will not be bending and snapping.
Okay.
But that is definitely a very fun song, especially like singing backstage. There's a lot of comical like chants that kind of go along with that song.
Yeah.
I probably would say that my favorite song is Serious, but that's kind of biased
You're a little biased
considering
there.
I sing it in the show. So, yeah, no, Serious is a lot of fun because it's kind of the teaser. Like, it's very much like baiting the main character into thinking one thing when the exact opposite is going to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'd say Serious is a pretty funny.
It's hilarious. It's such a good song, too.
Now, who's the main character being played by?
So Ella Brady is playing Elle Woods,
Okay.
which is convenient.
Also confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
Do I add an E at the end or do I add an A? Yeah, she's like born for this role. She's so talented, and she's just this little bubble of sunshine, and she's so talented. The amount of lines she has is absolutely insane, but she can pull it off, which is amazing.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's so good.
Definitely crazy.
Yeah.
It's also interesting, you know, we had to make her blonde. So
Yes. As a brunette, she had to go blonde, unfortunately. It's okay. Her wig, Matilda, is
I was going to say, is it a,
more than happy to be on her head. So.
I'm going to say it's a wig, or did they actually
Yeah,
dye it?
No. We cannot ruin that beautiful natural hair.
No. No.
no.
Nah.
And talking to her last night, she said that Matilda, the wig, is out to get after the show and bound to ruin it. But
Oh, no.
I think we'll keep her pinned down for the most part.
Yeah. With enough bobby pins and hairspray, we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going to say there's enough hairspray in the world to keep it down.
Maybe. the extra expensive stuff.
Not the cheap stuff.
Oh no,
No.
not the Walmart special.
Yeah, no. No. Of course not. So we got a little bit more time left. So if people want more information on the musical, they can go to the website or
yes.
go to the link and they can find it all there.
Yep.
Or you could go to the drama Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Talk about the Instagram.
The Instagram is a really fun way for kids to just like express extra news and hype about the drama program, about the musical.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know what the actual Instagram.
Oh, I don't have Instagram.
OSHS drama.
It's
If you look that up,
Look it
I'm
up.
pretty sure you'll find it.
Look it up, or else you can follow me on Instagram at Pete Mezzetti Show, and I can link it to.
Subtle plug.
So, yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. The kids really like to get involved. It's a great way to get little sneak peeks at what's going to happen in the show.
Yeah.
Couple sneak peeks at different characters.
Okay.
And who they're going to be played by. So you get a little bit of familiarity, and you also get extra news about what's going on at rehearsals or when the actual musical is going to be. So.
Okay, so everything's on the Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram page.
The girls who run it, Haley and Willow, are super awesome. They make sure that that we have something to share with not only the people who are going to watch the show, but the people who want to have some sort of connection with it.
Right.
And feel like a part of the cast, sort of thing. And like having that site is super awesome for publicity and to show how much fun the show is, not only on stage but behind the stage.
Yep.
And it can get people involved as well, which is super awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Very nice. So we got a
little more time.
Little more time. So what else? What else?
We did go to the middle school the other week, and we performed for the kids there, which is a great way to get like some sort of like come to the show, but also when you come to the high school, maybe you should join the program.
Yeah.
Which is so nice. And my boss's kid is in that school, and then he went up to me and he's like, "Were you in the musical?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was." And he's like, "I saw you do the performance. It was really good." And I'm like, "Thank you," which is super awesome. And it's a great way to connect with the kids and get them excited about something.
Cool. Well, Abigail and Aiden, we're about to run out of time, so thanks for coming down, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. On behalf of Abigail and Aiden, I'm Pete Mezzetti. Thanks, good night, and we'll see you next time.